Hey everybody, Coach Super Dave here. I wanted to make a video about calorie goals and nutrition plans because as my support group for the new Lift 4 programs coming up in a few days, I've had a few members ask some questions about it, and these are actually some of the same questions that I have thought of. And specifically that is 4 workouts a week, is that enough? And also the nutrition plan, is that enough calories? This is so different than what I've done before, okay? So people are wondering, do I have to follow the guidelines? And the short answer is no, you don't have to follow the guidelines. Now, if you're new to Beachbody, this is your first workout program, or maybe this is the first nutrition plan that you've tried to follow to match the workouts, I would say just do it and then work with your coach and kind of adjust as necessary. But if you've been doing Beachbody workouts for a while and you have some questions, and that's because you instinctively know, or perhaps you just realize that the changes from the workouts and the nutrition plan, how they work for you. And when you see something like this, you start to question it, okay? So I'm not gonna do 4 workouts a week. I'm actually gonna do 5, and I'll get into that a little bit more. I'm gonna change my schedule. And the nutrition plan, bottom line is your nutrition plan, your nutrition goal has to meet your exertion, it has to meet your workout plan and your lifestyle in general, okay? And that is the kicker. So if you're gonna adjust the workout by adding another workout, your calorie goal is going to be different. Or if you were used to like 80-day obsession, which was a killer workout, your calorie goal was a lot higher then. So when you look at this Lift 4 program, you're like, wow, that's really low because you're doing less, okay? 4 workouts a week. So let me just kind of touch on that a little bit. When you do a workout, it's about intensity, right? Because your body is an engine. It requires a certain amount of fuel, your maintenance goal, just to maintain your weight and levels, okay? So when you're in a workout, you are revving that engine and you're burning calories. And there's lots of different ways to do that. And one is simply the intensity of the workout. For example, if you do like 20-minute aerobic class and it's really light and you don't get a lot of a sweat going on, versus 20 minutes of HIIT intervals, high intensity interval training, right? Like insanity workout. You're gonna burn more calories from the insanity than you are the lighter workout, okay? So you're doing a more intense workout in a shorter amount of time, and you're gonna burn more calories. It also induces what's called the afterburn. So when you reach higher levels of aerobic activity, even when you're done with the workout, you're still burning a lot of calories at a high metabolic rate, and it slowly goes down. You're not gonna get that from a light or maybe even a moderate intense workout, okay? Other ways of increasing your intensity is how you control yourself in the workout, okay? So as you get further into the program, especially inherently happens is you start taking less breaks, you start pushing a little bit more, maybe a little bit more weight, that kind of stuff. So you're exerting more, and if you're gaining muscle, then you're also burning more calories too. So how you attack the workouts is important, okay? And rest is important too. A lot of people poo-poo rest, or they just underrate it. Rest is super important. And that's going to make a big impact on your goals too. So if you're not resting enough, I know there's a lot of people with busy schedules. If you're only getting like 6 hours of sleep a night, that's going to impact your workout schedule as well. You should not be doing like 6 workouts a week if you're only sleeping 6 hours a day, okay? Because you need that rest, because that's super important. Just not only for the recovery process, but it helps keep you primed and ready to attack the workout. Because again, intensity, you want to get into a workout 100% and attack that, okay? So if you have the freedom of a workout schedule and enough rest, you can add more workouts, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a light cardio workout, and I've restructured the workout. See, the normal Lift 4 template is Saturday and Sundays are 2 rest days back to back. And for me, I'm like, oh my God, Saturday, Sunday, weekends is the best time for me to work out. I actually rearrange all my workouts so I hit the heaviest workouts on those days, because instead of waking up early a.m. and hitting a workout, I do my weekend workouts after breakfast. Between breakfast and lunch, my energy levels are so much more, I nail it. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh no, that's gotta change, because it doesn't work for me. So I'm actually gonna start on Saturday, because chest, tricep, back and biceps back to back, those are 2 heavy workouts. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start my workout schedule on Saturday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday is my 2-day recovery week. Because again, if I'm doing the 2 heaviest workout days, I want to follow it up with 2 recovery days. And on one of those recovery days, I'm going to do a light cardio workout. Might be on the first day, might be the second day. I'm going to get a feel for it. And when I say a light cardio workout, I mean duration. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about with workouts. So I'm only going to stick to something that's 30 minutes or less, and that's really moderate. Nothing too high intense. Maybe a little Kempo X or something like that. Maybe even T25. Something like, because I don't want it to impact my other workouts. But I definitely don't want to just do 4 workouts. I want to do 5. Fitness is my medicine. I like the routine, I like the rhythm. And so duration is another thing. So that's another thing I want to talk about with workouts. If you're doing long workouts, you're going to be burning a lot of calories. If you do short workouts, you're going to be doing less. Okay, so these Lift 4 workouts are 40 minutes a piece. That's pretty good. It's pretty good time. But if you just came off a P90X and you're doing 60 minutes, that's going to change your calorie goal. Okay, so let's shift back to calorie goal. So your workouts, of course, are going to affect your calorie goal, but there's so many other factors that go into a calorie goal. It can, your age makes a difference. Your metabolic rate goes down with your age. Genetics can make a difference. Some people swear blood type makes a difference. And just your muscle that you have, your BMI, your body mass index makes a difference. For example, myself, 8 years ago when I started all these workouts at 175 pounds, my maintenance goal just to maintain weight was 2025, so just over 2,000. 8 years later, with all the muscle I've gained, even at 175 pounds, the same weight, my maintenance goal is now almost 2,300. That's a huge change. So that's why when you look at the plan and it says, you got to follow Plan B nutrition if you weigh anywhere from 165 to 185, that's really broad. There's so many factors that go into that. If you want to know your maintenance goal, the best calorie calculation method is from Body Beast. So if you're a Beachbody On Demand subscriber, log on to Beachbody On Demand from your computer. You can access the program guide. Check it out. The reason why that calorie goal is the best is because it factors in your body mass index. As I just explained, 8 years ago, 175 pounds, I was eating 2025 to maintain. Now I'm eating 2,300 just to maintain. Okay, so it uses the body mass index. Now you're going to need fat calipers. That's the most preferred method. You could use a BMI scale. They're not always reliable, but it's a good starting point. Just make sure whenever you use any scale, you use it the moment you wake up after you use the bathroom. Okay, and so BMI, it estimates your body mass because of water retention, or your water levels, excuse me. And depending on your water retention, it could be up or down, so you might have to take an average. But anyway, fat calipers or BMI scale, now you have a better idea what your maintenance goal is. And you can go from that, and you can factor that into any of the Beachbody plans that you're used to. So once you know how many workouts you're doing and your maintenance goal, you can get a baseline. That's probably the most accurate way to get a baseline. But every nutrition plan, every calorie goal is never perfect because things change. Just the example I gave myself, if I tried to still eat 20-25 calories, I would start dropping weight. In fact, that's what I did when I did the 2B Mindset, which is nutrition only diet plan. Because I broke my ankle, I couldn't work out. I was eating close to what I thought was my maintenance calorie goal, and I was dropping weight so fast, it was crazy. Okay, so plans change, calorie plans change. Even during your workout, things change. Because as I was saying in the beginning, your intensity levels, you might just be getting into the rhythm, or it might be hard in the beginning, and 60 days later, you're freaking killing it, right? So your intensity is up, your caloric burn is going up, and so your calorie goal may be off. It may be too strong at that point. So things change. So the thing is, if you use that calorie goal from Body Beast, it's a little bit more accurate. If you figure out how many workouts you're doing and compare that to what you've already done, that should give you an accurate measure of the nutrition plan and the nutrition goal you should be following. Of course, you can always talk to me or your coach to nail it down, but you got to get a baseline that you're comfortable with. And then the most important part is you just got to stick with it. Try it out for at least 2 weeks. First week doesn't count. Too many changes happen that first week. A lot of people see a huge weight loss, 5-6 pounds, and then they go down to 2 the next week. Why? Because a lot of times you're changing your water retention levels. You're going from high carb maybe to lower carbs, so your body absorbs less. There's a lot of different calculations. So you got to at least get to that second week. Second week's the true baseline, as I like to call it. If you go to 3 weeks, it's even better. So you have to stick to you have to start a plan, stick with it, see how it goes, and make changes. Okay, so that was kind of a 10-minute explanation, but I hope it made sense, and I hope it gives you assurance that yes, you can make adjustments, and just make sure the nutrition plan matches the workouts. Oh, and also outside of the workout makes a difference too. So there's a little bit more advanced, a little more intricate factors that goes into weight loss, such as the timing of your workouts, macronutrients. You might be insulin to, you might have a sensitivity to insulin, things like that. But I wouldn't get caught up on all that stuff, because like I said, every plan, no plan is perfect. They're going to change. You're going to have to adjust, and maybe you don't have to adjust, and that's awesome. But you won't know until you choose something. So figure that out, that baseline. That's a good starting point, and stick with it and just see how it goes. Okay. Looking forward to it. Please post in the group. We're going to get started again. I'm going to start Saturday. That's just my day. If you need any help figuring out a workout plan for you that's different, or nutrition, just tag me, contact me. I'd be happy to help.